Hey guys, welcome to another episode of As the Oil Turns. Thanks for joining us all. I'm Chris St. Cyr.
Gloria Griffith.
Ann Kennedy.
And we're going to talk today about just a bunch of different things. What we've been doing the past month, different things that we've used, what we've been learning, talking about the product. And please feel free to shoot us any questions that anybody has. Maybe we can answer them or maybe we can't. We'll give it a shot. So what's everybody been doing this month? What's been new with you guys this month?
Loving my new products that I'm getting.
What'd you get? What's new?
I got my ER kit for...
That's the Essential Rewards.
For thieves.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And what comes in that kit?
We've got the thieves, the dish soap,
okay,
mouthwash, toothpaste, thieves oil. You get a bottle of oil, a 15 ml bottle, so that's a nice generous size.
Yeah.
The hand soap, I love it.
Does it come with a hand sanitizer too?
Yes, 2 hand sanitizers and 2 thief spray.
Okay. The veggie spray?
No, thief spray.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sanitizing stuff. Like if you go somewhere, you don't want to touch anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in the bathroom at Walmart or whatever.
Good for doorknobs and
right, things like that. Just give it a little
travel size.
Did you know that they use the thieves hand sanitizers on the Princess? I think it's cruise line ships. How cool is that? They showed a little picture of those little dispensers, and it's got thieves in it. How cool is that?
It is cool.
And it kills 99% of
the hand sanitizer is awesome. I was curious about it because I've always been in nursing, so I've always used the P one, the Purell.
Oh,
always use that one. Yeah. Every time you turn around, you're using it. I tried that.
How drying is that to your hands?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And it's full of junk. The one dab I took yesterday, I couldn't believe it, and it like vanished. My hands, they weren't sticky.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
You like it, and it smells pretty good too.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about any more chemicals. Like if you accidentally, pick your teeth or whatever, it's like I'm putting that stuff in my mouth or whatever.
No, I was happy with it.
Cool. What have you been doing this month?
So I like the veggie spray, the veggie wash, the thieves.
Oh.
If you haven't tried that yet.
I have not. I do have it, but I have not tried it yet.
Yeah, it works really well. So, we're not pure in this country, obviously. And we talk a lot about, what's going into the skincare products, but what's coming in on the food that's going into you internally. So it's important that you wash your vegetables and fruits. And fruits especially, if you look at what is sprayed on these chemicals that are sprayed on like things like red peppers, grapes.
Is that why they have that filmy thing on them? Like when you get them in the store, like there's a cloud on your... Is that what is that? What is that?
Well, they also fumigate the backs of tractor trailer trucks that are driving our food around too. They have to have an antifungal spray in there. So just for a precaution, so the veggie wash and spray is good for any kind of fruit or vegetable where you're going to eat the skin that's not been peeled, that you're not going to peel or something like that. If you're going to peel it, obviously you're removing that. So give it a try, and it's just another way of ensuring that we don't get sick. It's a preventative measure because, I think that wellness is something that we have to work on daily. Mm-hmm. And these products really help with wellness, health and wellness.
Okay. All right.
Good support system.
Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt, right? I mean, it certainly can help.
Yeah. Absolutely
can help. What about cooking with oils? I mean, I've done a little bit with it. You've probably dabbled with it a little bit. I mean,
dabbles.
And I use it like make lavender lemonade and whatnot. But I mean, you're more of you're a nutritionist, right? So what do you cook with? What do you use with your essential oils?
I use a lot of different essential oils for cooking. I like the fact that if I don't have a lemon in the refrigerator for fish or something like that, I can mix a little lemon oil with some olive oil and brush it on my fish. Or if I need some lime juice and I don't have a lime in the fridge, I've got a lime oil, which is highly concentrated. A little bit goes a long way, folks.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the dill. I use that quite a bit. I like the basil for tomato sauces or things that And again, a little bit goes a long way. And then we have our hot oils like sage and thyme. And I tend to use these more in like stuffings and things of that nature, where I want to have a good flavor in that. I have marjoram and oregano always on the shelf also. Oregano is very strong. A little teeny bit of that goes a long way.
Yeah,
So
I
you
used
might
that in
wanna-
my spaghetti sauce one time, and I probably put 2 or 3 drops, and it was like, holy moly, gotta have,
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was,
Yeah.
it was a lot.
Yeah, so even the oregano, do the toothpick method where you just dip the toothpick in the oil and then use that in there to regulate how much flavor you want. Because it will overpower
that's a good
very
trick. That's a
easily
good trick, yeah. Mhm.
if you get too much in there, or put them into a spoon. So because 2 drops might come out very easily,
Yeah.
you don't want to wreck your nice pot of minestrone soup or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
along
think
those
the idea
lines.
too about the cooking oils, it is so fresh.
And it's fresh.
It's fresh, and
It's
everybody goes to the
concentrated.
dollar store and
Yeah.
buys this dried up. Look,
Yeah.
this is so much better.
Yeah,
So much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
There's some benefits also to ingesting the Young Living essential oils. What do you find are some of the added benefits to cooking with a pure
Antiviral.
essential oil? All right.
Antifungal. I mean, oregano, especially in the thyme oil, also they're respiratory healers. They prevent things from getting into your system and making its way into a lung or your intestines or something like that. So it's a preventative, preventing
Right.
a disease from getting in and keeping us healthy and well. You would want to use a carrier oil in a capsule, and do not make these up ahead of time because they will not last.
What will happen to them?
Your oils will eat the capsule.
Oh, even the veggie caps?
Yes.
It
Oh,
does?
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yes.
okay. Because I take my lemongrass, I ingest my lemongrass
Yes.
for my high cholesterol. That's one of my personal things that I use because these are safe for ingestion. I mean, they say
Yes.
right on here, it's, FDA regulated, safe for ingestion. But I just make it up as I go. So I didn't know that it would eat through that if I did up a whole bunch at a time.
Oh yes, just like a plastic bottle. That if you put an oil into a plastic bottle, it begins to start to eat that plastic, and it pulls the
They're
chemicals out of there.
They're
Yeah.
viable.
So it with our systems, the same thing. A little bit of it goes a long way, and you want to make sure that you have food in your system as it's going through. Also, like I said, don't make them up ahead of time because they'll just be a little mush ball by the time you go to use it. So,
Yeah.
but do some research. Don't just take from what I say. Just do some
Right.
research.
Because we're not doctors and we're not
plenty of-
veterinarians.
No.
We're just telling you our own personal stories, that what we've done and what we found that has worked for us. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't want to say, don't go to the doctor, what have you. I mean, that's up to all the individuals to do that on their own because, like I said, we're not doctors, we're not vets. We just know what we like and what works for us and what has worked for our, close friends and family members and
I
what
think
have you.
initially because everybody's got involved with it because they really want to see a significant change in their life because they've had so much junk and everybody's tired of junk. And the ones that make the pass over to Young Living, there's wonderful things there. There's remarkable things that can change somebody's life.
Mm-hmm. And the people, I've run across a lot of people that are like, oh, I can get that at Walmart, or, it's, lavender, might be $23 for the big bottle. And I can get that for $7 on eBay. Well, you get what you pay for.
Right.
There's guaranteed that there's fillers in there, guaranteed it's not a 100% pure essential oil.
If there's not a name and address, a website, where it was made, the question mark is there.
Yeah, bingo. And if it says fragrance on it, like,
Forget it.
what is that? What is that fragrance in there?
It's artificial. It's synthetic.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I learned this cute little trick. I think did you girls see this one on you did? I thought, and I actually did that this morning to see, because I was out of my, so I took like maybe a quarter of the bottle, and I have a container that I use set inside my sink that's about that size. So put like a quarter of this, and I took like 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and then I just slowly poured the hot water, and then I just kind of shook it up a little bit, and damned if it didn't. I squirted it in the sink and it foamed right up, and I washed all my dishes, and it's like, wow, okay. So this little
It's a
bottle,
reactive.
this
Yeah,
little bottle can actually last a lot longer than just
absolutely.
because it's so concentrated. Same as the laundry detergent.
Or the cleaner.
The cleaner is
The cleaner.
crazy concentrated. I mean, a bottle's gonna last you like a
Forever.
year. Well, if
Yeah.
you don't have a cleaner, it's gonna
Yeah.
last you a lot longer. But
Good point.
right. So what else do we have to talk about today? What other sorts of things are wonderful with Young Living this month? We've got diffusers
Diffusers.
for
The deal
till
for
the end of the
yeah,
day, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two diffusers. The
15%
Desert
off.
Mist and the Teardrop at $214.19.
For the two of them.
For two. Yeah.
For-
in the
no,
kit.
in
In
a
the
kit,
kit.
kit, right? Not just buy it, but if you
No,
want to
no,
just buy them
in a kit.
individually, you could buy them at
54.
15% off.
It's 54.
54. Okay,
With the
so
two
I think
oils.
we did the math, right?
Yeah, with the two oils.
Yeah, it comes with tangerine and
Peppermint.
peppermint. So how cool is that?
And one of them is the Desert Mist, like you can see going here in the background. It does change color. So
Yeah. So okay, so what about using the essential oils on your pets? Does anybody use any of the essential oils on their pets? I know y'all don't have horses, but you do have other pets.
I do
I've
want
used them on my horses. I mean, I could
Luna.
talk about that, but
Yeah.
what did you use them on?
Digees mostly. She gets into something and has a rumbly, tumbly tummy.
Oh.
And because she does sleep near me at night, it's not something you want to listen to all night long. So it's
Right,
a selfish reason, but just one drop on my hands and I rub it on her. And that takes care of the problem. It's just
totally just
simple.
calms
like
her
that.
tummy right
Yeah,
down.
it doesn't make her throw up or have diarrhea or anything like that. It just takes care of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't used a whole lot of oils. She's, pretty much a healthy girl. So,
Yeah.
if she's upset though, I may diffuse some stress away or the peace and calming. I
Mhm.
noticed the peace and calming right away. She'll lay down and stop pacing if she's nervous about something going on.
Yeah, there was a question that was posed to me this week about being nervous about using the oils around your pets. I have a cat. I diffuse every day.
Mhm.
I monitor my diffusing and keeping my levels low and dilute. I guess that's what Lindsay Elmore says.
Yeah.
Lindsay Elmore and Allie Phil.
Allie Phillips.
Oh my goodness.
They're kind of our go-to
Yes.
people with
Yep.
pets
Yeah.
and or
Yep.
because Lindsay is a pharmacist
Right.
and so she knows what's the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful to seek those kind of folks because they really will help you. They'll tell you the ins and outs about it chemically, which obviously I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you that. But I can tell you my cat which oils that he likes and which oils he doesn't.
Because
So
he'll just
walk away.
He'll walk away, and you got to give them an out.
Yeah.
Don't enclose them in a room and start diffusing
Right.
eucalyptus or citrus or whatever. I mean, just don't. That's not fair to them. I mean,
Right.
they need to get an out because their sense of smell is a lot more potent than
Right.
ours, obviously.
And wearing it on you is helpful for them because it helps them to be introduced to it.
Mhm.
To know that I think they sense it. If it's okay with Mama, it's okay for me.
Yeah.
Sense,
I use the peace and calming on Maya. The last couple of years, she's 11. She's a yellow lab. The last couple of years, she's gotten really nervous about going on like long rides in the truck. Like if I have to go to Concord, which is like 30 minutes away, or if she knows that we're going to go pick up somebody, or if she thinks that I might leave her somewhere, she gets super anxious all of a sudden. And I have seen a huge difference. Before I even get headed on my journey, I'll put a drop or two of the peace and calming in my hand, kind of rub her, and then I start with her ears and kind of go back that way. I mean, I don't put it all around her face, but it kind of go this way, and it just gets, sucked right up into her body system within like 30 seconds, sorry. And then she goes right in the back seat and she lays right down. But before, and Todd, my husband, it was even like, wow, what is that snake oil stuff that you're putting on my dog? But I said, hey, if it keeps her happy and it's not hurting her and making her more calm and relaxed, then I'm gonna go for it. And she lays right down the back, and I totally noticed a big difference, like with fireworks and stuff like that. Thunder, stuff like that. She gets all all antsy about it. So that might be a good one for people to try. The peace and calming.
Now, what about, have you used them for flea or tick sprays at all?
I use I make my own fly spray for the horses.
Mm.
I have a couple of different recipes. Off the top of my head, I think I use citronella, patchouli, peppermint, eucalyptus radiata. Is there another one in there? I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I mix them in my spray bottle for the horses and with some witch hazel so it doesn't just evaporate right away. And then yes, you do have to put it on every day.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other ones that, you can put on every 3 days. But look at the list of ingredients on those horsefly sprays. I mean, it's like $22 a bottle. And I mean, with all the horses that I have, I mean, it's gone in less than a week, and just breathing that stuff, it makes me want to just gag when I'm spraying it. So they're probably not liking it so much either. So I use my own homemade fly spray for them. And yes, I do have to reapply it every day. But last year, knock wood, was a really pretty good year. I didn't have really any major problems. I mean, nothing really works for those horse flies that are like yay big. They're still going to hover around, because they're the size of a turkey anyway. But
the ticks around here are, something to be concerned about. And if you have animals and the animals are bringing the ticks in the house, they can get on us. And of course, a concern in this part of the country is the Lyme's disease.
Yes.
Right.
Right. So there is sprays that you can make to apply to your dog before you take a walk or hike or go out into the woods where there may be some deer ticks or even in your own backyard there could be ticks. So,
just walking outside.
Everywhere.
It's another thing. It's a preventative. It's not going to kill the ticks or the fleas. It's going to prevent them from wanting to be on your dog.
Yes, or your cat, or yourself. Like make a spritz bottle with some of the peppermint in it or something, and just put that on the from like your knees down and all over your boots and whatnot. You're gonna not only smell fabulous.
Yes.
But
cedar
wood.
But
the critters don't like really cedar wood too. Okay, all right.
Spray their bed or spray inside
I
their
didn't
car.
know that one.
Blanket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a repellent. It's not going to kill them again, but it's not going to kill your animal either. I mean, so it's safe to use.
Right.
That's another way of using these oils.
Yeah. So what else? Has anybody got any questions? I see a bunch of stuff over there. What do we got going on over there? I can't really see. The supplements.
No, just disjoint.
Disjoint. I use several of the supplements. I use the Agiles, which is like the joint supplement, and my hips have not hurt for like 9 months. Seriously. I mean, they hurt so bad before. I couldn't even hardly get comfortable at night anymore. I mean, it hurt so bad. And my daughter Jackie would be taking a walk or whatever. I was like, Mom, don't walk so close to me. I can't stand that clicking noise in your hips. It was so gross. But and if I didn't ride for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, my hips would really, really, really ache. And I started taking that joint supplement, and my hips do not hurt at all. And so I think that's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool. Do you guys use any of the supplements?
I'm starting my husband on it.
That's an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
Because it has the turmeric and it has the boswellia. Also, both are anti-inflammatories for the joints.
Okay.
And anywhere that you may have inflammation, you might find
For our joints, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Whatever it is.
Arthritis, things of that nature will take the edge off and take the inflammation out of the body.
It really, really, really works. And what supplements have you taken? Have you started using any of the supplements yet?
Not just yet.
Not yet? Okay.
I'm really getting into the spring cleaning thing. So a lot of majority of mine has been the kits for the thieves and the essential rewards, and I'm going
taking advantage of all the freebies all the time. It's like, wow, you can't hate that at all.
No, you can't.
All the freebies. It's really cool.
No. And the shampoo, I love the shampoo. The lavender mint's wonderful. I got the Copaiba vanilla.
I didn't try that one.
I like it.
You do?
It makes your hair fluffy.
I
like it very much. What else have I got? Oh, I got the Thieves soap. I like that too.
Which soap?
The bar soap.
The bar soap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. So far, so good.
And Big Man is using it as well, and he don't mind?
He's digging it. He's really getting into the stuff that I'm using.
He says,
let me try some of that oil stuff
you've been doing it long enough now, so he's like, okay, I guess it's staying now.
Yeah.
Because it's made a whole
change
in your whole environment in your house, and
He's
And
telling
what have
guys at work about it.
He is.
He is. He says, my old lady's got something, this oil thing she's got going on. He says, it works damn good.
Okay, what is it? You know, yeah. It's nice to have an alternative. I mean, people do have a choice. They can use something that's loaded with chemicals. I mean, just look up the ingredients, look it up.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it might cost $7 a bottle, and ours might cost $12. But guess what?
But I think the thing is,
You're
people
not-
don't realize how concentrated it is.
Mhm.
It's so highly concentrated. When you buy a laundry soap, say you go to buy a laundry soap, what are you buying? You're buying water.
And fragrance.
That's it.
Fragrance.
You're buying water. If you were to look at it on a diagram, you may be getting this much water, and the rest is all the junk.
Mhm.
I mean, so
People are so programmed, though, because they want
Right.
to see lots of bubbles.
where the
And they
baby
want-
boomer era, everything was so convenient. Just go to the store, grab it, grab it, grab it.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of it adds to the idea, too, folks, that our Earth needs this change. We really need to do this. And I think Young Living and Gary Young has also have seen that.
Well, with 4.5 million users,
Mm.
it's obviously just not a fad.
No,
Because
it's a
more
lifestyle
people are
change. It's
jumping
not.
on.
It's not the snake oil. It's not the. It's a lifestyle change, and you
Mhm.
really have to get into it. And if you really looked about what people are doing with it, you would automatically see it.
Mhm.
It's something that you want to do. You want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I want to use something that's real. You want to buy
Yeah.
fake mozzarella cheese? No, thank you. You want to buy something that's real.
Mhm.
You want to buy a real oil. You want to buy something that's going to be good for you. It has a benefit.
Right.
You
right.
buy blank soap from wherever store, what's benefiting you?
Well, you think it might be, or you think, oh,
Yeah.
this is lavender. It's going to help me sleep or whatever, and then it doesn't.
But it says lavender fragrance.
It doesn't
guys.
help you, and then it's like, well, that stuff don't work. You
Mm.
know, it's like, well, because what works for one might not work for another. But you gotta, I mean, you get what you pay for. You
Right.
get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And even with a supplement, you may have to take it for 30 days before you're going to see the results. It's not going to be hit you on the head results.
No.
It's going to be subtle changes in your life. And that's where you can really make strides in wellness. And because your body isn't going to get healthy overnight. We didn't get sick overnight. So, it's going to take a little bit of time
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
patience and work. It is work, I will say. We have to be responsible for what goes
right,
in.
Right. I mean,
what
obviously,
goes
none of us
on.
are pure as the driven snow. I mean, but we're not preaching to the choir here. But
But I think a lot of people are changing.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yes.
obviously,
even if
that's
you get
true.
rid of half the crap in your
Yes.
house,
Right.
They don't want it because they're seeing that this causes cancer. And California is way ahead of us. They put labels on everything. This is known to cause cancer. They may still sell the product in the store, but you have an
I
option
don't even know why they let them still sell
to
stuff.
buy it.
Yeah. Because it's a money.
Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't anybody repeat that.
Well, they still sell cigarettes.
Well, I know that's true.
You know?
I mean, but they sell beer too, and
Yeah.
people still drink a beer. I mean,
Homemade beer's good.
right? That's what I'm saying. We're not pure as a driven snow. But we can, if we can get rid of a bunch of stuff, why not? And I mean, it's been well over 2 years since I've even had a cold. From diffusing the thieves, almost every single
It
day.
took you 6 months for me to try it.
And yeah, but you did, damn it, girl, you did it. And when you finally did, it was like a
Yahoo!
light bulb went on.
Yes, it did.
But
Amen.
and maybe I'm healthy anyways. I mean, I'm outside every day and what have you, and maybe I just tend to have a healthier body in that respect, or maybe I don't pick up germs as fast. But hey, I mean, it helps by diffusing the thieves for sure.
So for teachers that are working in schools, this is great because it's
I mean, really.
it's a line of defense that you don't have against those germs, and I think they come down with
That's
a lot
where
of
the
stuff.
professional accounts come in, which is a wonderful
Yes.
thing, guys.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a business,
Mm. Yeah, they can get 40% off
Yep.
of retail, so they can either use it in their
Mhm.
establishment or
Right.
even choose to sell it.
and it helps,
There,
especially
if they
with the
want.
people coming in, the influx of people, like in a spa or anywhere
Massage
like that.
therapist
Yeah,
or
where you're hands-on and it's like, ugh.
a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Lots of veterinarians
Absolutely.
even actually use the essential oils now and stuff.
I think it
Home
should be in
health
all
care.
schools,
Mhm.
especially with
Nursing
the
homes.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids. They're little germ carriers.
Right. They should let
Yeah.
them have them in every classroom.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They bring it home.
I know. And then you get it. And just, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, what else do you think we guys should talk about today? Or do you want to just call that a wrap for today and then see what we can come up with for next time?
If anybody wants some questions answered, if we can try.
I can't really see this far away how many
I can't
people are
either,
on.
so I have to get up. Sorry,
We can
guys.
always answer them afterwards.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't we just call it a day?
Sure.
And if you want to just click that button for me, we will see you guys next time on As the Oil Turns. Have a good day,
Have a good day.
everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye, everybody.